Proud whites, black numbers, yellow trim, white helmets. Ducks in their home orange helmets, and white numbers, and we are underway. McTavish wins the draw.
Erik Karlsson's off to a good start this season for the Pens, and he's a very elusive back there.
Mantha's redirected. The line was denied by Trouba, but he follows it up, and now trailing the play, Ryan Shea. Long wrist shot, tipped in by Brazo, his fourth in as many games. And for the third straight game to begin the season, the Ducks surrender an early goal.
Yeah, this is what this big line has done for Pittsburgh. Justin Brazo is a guy who has a reputation. Joe Grenville was telling us early for today that gets off to great starts. He gets a little redirect on that point shot from Shea.
Second power play unit now out for Anaheim, as McTavish joins Gauthier in the high slot, gets a little pass from him, pulls the trigger off the goalpost.
Half of a net to shoot at, and had that puck just roll off his stick.
It was the third time in Raquel's career that he led his team in goal scoring. Twice he led the Ducks, including that 16-17 season and the 17-18 season that began with that big moment in the home opener.
Lucas that time got to the top of the goal crease, made a nice stop.
Face off to the right of Dostal, and this one sneaks through on the original shot from Shea at the point. Another redirect in front, and the Penguins lead 2-0. It's Raquel victimizing his former team.
The simple plays have led to 2 Pittsburgh goals here. Point shots with tips right in front of the net. Those are tough for goaltenders, and there's the redirect. Good hands shown by Raquel. He tips that puck down and right through the wickets.
It looked like he had some net to shoot at, but he couldn't settle the puck. Granlund brings it to the top of the circle. Karlsson puts it right into the crease, and it's tipped in. Chris Kreider. It's 2-1.
Third goal of the season already for Kreider, and the reason why the Ducks wanted Kreider was to do exactly what he just did. He uses his body so well to get positioning. He's great at screening goaltenders, but strong on that stick. Dumba can't tie up the stick. He can't prevent the cross-ice pass. And it's a tap-in goal for Kreider. The power play brings Anaheim back within 1.
Second power play goal of the year for Chris Kreider. One thing's for sure, it's going to be goals scored with this team. 7-6 in overtime in San Jose. And we're not even half a period in. It's 2-1 here as Malkin comes in. Kicked out by Dostal. Draws 2 defenders and now ladles it back. Tommy Novak returns the favor. Open Ryan Shea, and a save made by Dostal. That goes into the netting. Out of play.
And Sidney Crosby found him. Got the blocker up high. Got a good piece.
Penguins will send one forechecker in. Helleson plays it away. Mintyukov ahead. Granlund, nice little pass, give and go, and he enters his own 2-on-1 with Terry, and his shot off the glove of Jari. McComb back to get it. Under a little bit of duress, joined by Gudas. Puck turned over. Oh, what a chance there for Karlsson, and a big save by Dostal.
2 big stops from Lucas Dostal, and both the direct result of turnovers. The Ducks cough it up right there in a point-blank bid. The standard in the NHL, boy, once you take one hand off the stick and you are checking. Look out here.
Helleson turns it over. It's Crosby trying to sneak it 5-hole. Dostal fights it off, and then Raquel's one-timer deflected out of play.
To slide this 5-hole opens the goaltender up. It just hits the...
Well, unless they're able to pepper Tristan Jari in the final minute here, they're going to be outshot in the opening period for the first time this season. Mintyukov keeps one at the line. Great pass across. Gauthier scores! Well, they don't need to outshoot him to tie the game.
We're going to be able to clear the zone. Look at Seneca. He pokes it away right there. And then a heads-up pass from Mintyukov to Gauthier, and Cutter Gauthier all in one motion. Man, he can absolutely drill it, and he got all of that. Not much that Tristan Jarry can do about that shot. Great pass, and what a finish. Third of the year. That was the second effort point right there. That was just the length of Seneca and a little bit of a reach.
Oh, another tip. This one off the crossbar from Tommy Novak.
regular season. Those are just some of the elements that Quenneville and his staff will look to clean up.
Underway in the second. Jackson Lacombe with a shoulder check as he goes back to play it. Harder fanned on his shot. Granlund into the middle. That's off the crossbar from Terry. D. Carlson's pass across, broken up by Seneca, and McTavish starts back to Seneca across the line. He finds the trailer. Zellweger save. Jarry with 6 shutouts. Got a fairly lucrative contract, and the Penguins needed him to be a little more than he was. Gauthier has a goal tonight. He and McTavish playing catch, and the return pass gets away from McTavish. And here comes a break. And a save by Dostal. Terry tracks down his own Karam. Now comes out of the corner with it. Open at the line. Mintyukov did well to stop that pass. It was an aerial version. Curling off the wall. Terry hit the goal post again. Mintyukov sends the rebound wide.
But he is just snake bit.
Yeah, that's right 2 pipes tonight for Terry. Wow. The crossbar. And now the post to the right of Jarry. Leo Carlsson winds it up right through the logo and into the Pittsburgh zone. Killorn had trouble with a broken stick that's laying on the ice. Helleson winds and scores! Great traffic in front. And don't look now, but the Ducks have the lead.
It's a bomb from the right point from Drew Helleson. Watch the job that Carlson does here just to keep this puck alive. And Kreider, no hesitation, gets it back to the point. I don't know if this goes straight in. Carlson was there as well. I think it goes straight in. Perfect shot up into the top corner. Yep, straight in. Sometimes leading the rush, it seems.
Brian Rust for Pittsburgh. Gets it to a man coming right off the bench. Mantha gets the pass and scores on a changeup on a broken stick.
You know, this starts with the Penguins jumping off the bench, and I thought they were fortunate, John, they weren't called for too many men.
It was Crosby who came over the boards with the excuse me game-tying goal.
Yeah, Malkin was there, but Crosby immediately touches that puck. Malkin had not got to the bench as of yet. And it's the 3rd goal that goes in off a deflection. And this is just plain old bad luck. The shot by Mantha hits the blade of the stick at Trouba. Changes direction, pops up and over the shoulder. The offside person would be Malkin. It was Malkin that was going back to the bench and was slow getting there, John. So he's still standing inside the blue line.
After reviewing the play, the call on the ice stands. We have a goal.
And as a result, for the first time tonight, the Ducks will go shorthanded. Crosby, top of the circle, snaps it down low. Rust goes backhand far post, kicked out by Dostal, still loose in front, and played off the side of the net by Crosby. Skate save and a beauty. Still a couple of ticks left on the power play. Clifton shot redirected in front by Kindle, and a big stop by Dostal. In what has been a fairly wide-open game when you consider the teams have only combined for 40 shots on goal. But, man, have there been some grade A chances. Underway in the 3rd. Carlson has it knocked off his stick by Granlund. But, again, it's the Pens who possess. Cross-ice pass. Crosby takes the shot. Dostal. Tomasino comes out of the corner. Can't feed it to Novak. And now Clifton's shot is grabbed off by Lucas Dostal. To just 4 shots on goal in this 3rd period to this point. Granlund wins the draw. Tap back by Carlson. He gets it back from Lacombe. Down low, walking in front. Terry sets it up. Kreider finishes it. A power play goal. The Ducks have a 4-3 lead.
What a pretty looking play. It's another one-timer. This time off the stick of Kreider. Good job. Carlson gets it back. Carlson down low, and then watch that little feed. Beautiful little backhand pass from Troy Terry. Kreider uses his body so well there, John. No one can get to that stick. And he just rips it up into the top of the net.
The Penguins will now use a timeout. Just keeps it below the goal line. Carlson trying to pop it in front. And the Penguins are going to run out of real estate here. And Anaheim's home opening win streak